Hello, and welcome back to Sahara and Liv Summaries.
Today we will be looking at the timeless Shakespearean play, Much Ado About Nothing.
Our boy Shakespeare has created many of the world's most popular plays, and we are excited to summarise this masterpiece with you.
Now let's get into it.
Much Ado About Nothing is a comedic tale of love, betrayal, and misunderstandings. And romance splashing in fountains.
This Shakespearean play follows the romance between these two interesting, funny, sarcastic human beings. Oh, and also these two.
So the play begins in the beautiful town of Messina. Leonardo, who looks like he'd make a wonderful shopping mall Santa, prepares to welcome his squad home from the war.
There's this beautiful man, Don Pedro, this not so beautiful man, and this short king.
There's also this evil guy, Don John, who attempts to mess everything up. We can't forget about this amazing feminist chick and this not so amazing chick, who just happens to be Lenny's daughter.
When the boys pull up, surprise, 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 these two experience a love at first sight moment.
But who really cares about them when there's these two? The interesting, funny, sarcastic pair who totally don't like each other.
Enemies to lovers!
Thank you, Sahara. Okay, where were we? Oh, right, these two.
So Claudio tells his homeboy, Don Pedro, that he's absolutely head over heels in love with, Hero. This is Hero, everybody. And who said that?
Anyways, Claudio decides to marry Hero, but for some wacky reason he's too scared to talk to her, so he asks his boy for some help. And being the beautiful, trustworthy saint he is, he says yes, agreeing to talk to her at this random masked ball.
So that night at the party, Don Pedro is chilling with, Hero, whilst the drama queen looks upon them, silently giving himself a pat on the back for his totally amazing plan that couldn't possibly go wrong.
Cue dramatic entry music! It's Evil Guy, and he's here to ruin all your amazing plans.
Basically, Don John tells Idiot Guy over here,
Claudio,
that this saint is actually the devil in disguise, as he's using his amazing charisma, conversation abilities, and those luscious brown eyes to benefit himself and convince Hero to marry him instead of his boy Claudio.
This brings forth anger, heartbreak, betrayal, and of course, an unnecessarily long monologue to show all of these emotions. How could this beautiful, trustworthy man betray me? Well, thank you, very obviously evil guy. I shall believe everything you ever say.
God, he's an idiot.
Yes he is. But enough of that. Let's get back to everyone's favourite enemies to lovers romance, Trixie and Dick.
So while all of this is going down, Beatrice is talking to totally not Benedict in a weird looking mask all about how she hates the poor lad, doesn't find him funny, and to put it plainly, thinks he's annoying. What? Annoying? This man? Anyways, back to this incredible soap opera.
So Short King runs off, along with his ego, to complain to supportive Prince about his lady troubles, requesting he be sent far, far away from the woman that is Beatrice. Don Pedro denies Benedict, basically telling him to suck it up and get over it. Ouch.
Poor Benedict. But let's not forget about this idiot staring daggers into Mr. Trustworthy, untrustworthy man.
Spoiler alert! He's trustworthy!
Basically, he's like, here you go, my boy. Hero's like obsessed with you now. And the whole Don Pedro stealing Claudio's girl thing was just a misunderstanding. They say some meaningless words, and long story short, Hero and Claudio are to become Mr. and Mrs. No One Cares.
Now this beautiful man thinks, hey, the whole matchmaking thing was kind of fun. So Prince Trustworthy, Mr. and Mrs. No One Cares, and Santa decide to hook up Benedict and Beatrice. How, may you ask? It's simple, by convincing the fools that the other likes them. Because if it works in primary school, it's sure to work on two grown adults.
Which it does, sending Benedict into a toddler mentality where he feels the urge to do this. Hey, don't forget about me!
Where were we?
So Don John decides if he can't be happy,
No one can.
so being the little sneaky man he is, he gets his henchmen to make love to this random woman Margaret. But oh wait, almost forgot. Margaret, before we do the devil's tango, I'm going to need you to do your hair exactly like Hero's, because you know that's a totally not suspicious normal request.
Weird. But you know what's weirder? The fact that this guy, Baraccio or whatever, thought the perfect spot to do the devil's tango was on Hiro's balcony. Does this guy have a thing for Hiro or something? Scandalous! Oh, but it gets worse. Mr. Evil Guy leads Trustworthy Man and Claudio to the balcony and they hear everything.
What did they hear?
You're too young.
Claudio is heartbroken, deciding the only solution to this act of infidelity is by public humiliation. Don John's high on life right now. Claudio's crying in the corner, and these two still haven't gotten together. Seems like disaster finally has struck.
It's the wedding day! Or more like, destroy Hero Day.
So they are about to be married when Mr. I'm gonna throw a fit instead of thinking it through yells at Hiro because she did the devil's tango with some other guy.
Of course, Hiro denies this, but that doesn't stop Claudio from becoming fully savage. Bride-to-be is all like, no, 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 no! And Savage Boy is like, no marriage for you!
So then she dies, because apparently you can from this sort of thing, leading these three to walk out so dramatically you'd see it in GTA.
Anyways, so Hiro doesn't really die, but the family decides the only way to prove her virginity is to fake her death and keep her hidden. Because that's normal.
But enough of that! It's time for the part you've all been waiting for. Drum roll, please! The ship has sailed! I repeat! The ship has sailed! Trixie and Dick have finally admitted their love for each other, all in the heat of an argument following the wedding fiasco. They yell, they kiss, and then they yell some more, and then Beatrice requests the unthinkable.
Uh-oh. Well, I wouldn't call it unthinkable. Mwah!
Sahara?
Oh, sorry. Beatrice requests that her lover boy, Benedict, kill Claudio.
Of course, Short King over here is like, yo, what? But ultimately, he decides he loves Beatrice more than he loves this argument. So he will indeed kill Claudio. So then Claudio and Don Pedro are faced with the man of the hour who is like, I will grab your face now, and throws him against the wall, challenging him to a fight or something.
While all of this is going down, my guys Dogberry and Verge overhear Baraccio bragging about his crime. You know, about doing the devil's tango with that girl Margaret. Then this random British dude calls this guy an ass! Which isn't relevant to the story, but we thought it was needed.
So then Prince Trustworthy and this idiot are wandering around where they run into Leonardo and this guy. He's basically like, you killed my daughter! And Claudio's like, well, 'tis pity she's a whore. Then these jokesters gallop their way up the hill with Baraccio and Conrad in handcuffs.
Naughty boys! It is revealed Hiro was innocent, and it was the work of evil guy Don John. But none of that matters now, 'cause she's dead. And Claudio, wrecked with guilt, does this dramatic stare into the distance, I just killed my girlfriend face. Basically, it's all his fault. Santa decides it's his turn for a present. He tells Claudio as punishment he must tell everyone how innocent Hiro was. Oh, and to also marry one of his other nieces, who apparently looks much like the totally dead Hiro. Claudio agrees. Now back to our favourites, Trixie and Dick, who are currently writing terrible poetry to each other. This whole relationship is giving very much high school. What are they going to do? Put it in each other's lockers? Anyways, the next morning, it's the wedding day! Part 2? They all head over to the church and wait in anticipation to see who this mysterious cousin is. Leonardo insists they say their vows before the cousin is revealed. They do so, and when the woman lifts up her veil, it is revealed. Wait. Hiro! Everyone is in complete shock as Hiro stands there and still wants to marry this guy? Really, Hiro? Even after he body slammed you to the ground? Anyways. Whoa, she's not dead. Never saw that one coming. Claudio is overwhelmed with joy, and they all live happily ever up. Wait. Beatrice and Benedict? Seriously?
This again? I thought we moved past the I hate you phase in this enemies to lovers romance. They are now saying they do not love each other. But wait! The terrible poetry! Mr. and Mrs. No One Cares yoinks it out of their pockets. They read it and decide, what the heck? Let's get married. They switched up fast. Then they all break out into dance, while these randoms throw confetti from the sky, and they all live happily ever after. Except for Don John, of course, who has now also been captured and is in handcuffs. The end!
We hope you enjoyed this summary of Much Ado About Nothing.
Tune into our next episode where we summarize Shrek, a timeless masterpiece.
If there's anything you should have learned from this summary, it is to not be an idiot like Claudio and believe everything you were told.
Be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn notifications on.
Peace!